Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Doing this job once again is really starting to chaff my... Hello, farmers. Welcome back to Ravenport. Guess what? We're making chaff. The corn slash maize, whatever you like to call it, is ready for our harvest. So hopefully we're going to get another 1,000,000 liters, and it looks like we probably are. Over there, yonder, somewhere, is our New Holland. He's doing pretty well. I started him plowing the field a while after we got going, just to give us some room. There's no need to crowd one another. He's capable of pulling the plow. It's 15 horsepower over the requirement. It pulls it fine, just doesn't reach the top speed or whatever, which is fine because he's made it that far, which is more than what would be done because I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. More than we have done because obviously I'm using the truck to haul chaff, and we're going to use the truck pretty much the entire episode doing other things like, you know, collecting soybeans and wheat. We got some wheat to harvest as well. It is getting rather late into the evening, but that's when everything got to be ready, and I definitely wanted to get the chaff in just so, you know, if that price is right, we want to make sure we have our silage ready to go because our loan is about paid off, and I could really use another $500,000 sometime soon without extending the loan. I think we are going to get into the sugar beet. I'm actually thinking about after we harvest the wheat over there, one field will be sugar beet. One for the pigs, two just because we can do, you know, we can do the beet harvest ourselves this time. And three, it's something different, obviously. But now that our loan is just about paid off, we're going to be able to pay off more of it now. The price of soybeans, right now, I think the best price was $16.33, but there was a close second, and the close second, that price was rising when I started doing this. That's why I started doing this. I said, well, I'll wait for that price to rise even more. So when we go sell the soybean, you know, we can get a better price for it. But we will get some straw to sell today as well, but the straw price is sort of meh. It's like at $77 per 1,000. I usually like it at, you know, in the mid to upper 80s. When it gets to the 90s, it's even better. Once it's been in the 100s. So you never know. But basically, after we do this, I'm going to get the John Deere compacting this lovely chaff so we can start fermenting this tonight. And that way tomorrow will be ready. The New Holland, of course, is plowing the field. And he'll probably jump right on the seed roll right after he gets done plowing it and plant some corn in here. And while he's doing all the work in this cornfield, we'll be over at the soybean field harvesting that. And once we sell the soybean, then we'll be over to our 2 wheat fields, which won't take too long. I may not seed those fields until tomorrow morning, so we'll just want to harvest those. But the soybean field, I'm probably going to put canola into it, just so we can start having some more pig food. So you can see we're at 950,000 liters. So I would assume by the time we get done, we should have our 1,064,000 liters of corn or chaff. Once I see the total start going down like I did last time, if this is even a thing, I don't know, but it seemed to fix our problem. Once our liters start to decrease in this field, then we'll have to switch from corn to a different crop for one cycle. And then we can go back to making corn slash chaff once again. Or now that we're starting to not have a loan and whatever, we can, you know, we can start planting other things as well. It doesn't. This field doesn't always have to be maize, corn turned into chaff. Are you gonna miss? I always seem to get where it misses the last corn stalk row, but it looks like it's gonna grab it all this time. Although it's awfully close to missing it. Also, our grass slash hayfield is ready to be mowed once again. But like I said, that'll probably be next episode. Oh, you got more in there. Don't lie to me. Thank you. So yeah, the New Holland is doing just fine. Obviously a bigger, more horsepower would be best for that plow. Also today I really need to stop at the store and buy some more wool pallets. Yeah, we're getting kind of full down there. And the price of wool isn't the greatest right now, so I'll probably buy 4 more. So we'll have a total of 8, which means that if they all fill up, we could have 80,000 liters of wool. Which is just sounds insane if you think if you had the in-game pallets, that's 80 pallets. And we'll just have just 8. So it all works for me. So yeah, we got 1 million in the silo already, and I think I brought like 58, 59, somewhere in there. So yeah, we got the same totals before. Let's empty that off right now. Perfect. 1,064,174, just like we thought it should be. So last time I had the New Holland compact in the chaff. Today it's going to be the John Deere because the New Holland is busy. So I'm going to go work on the John Deere, kind of compact it down just a little bit. So I never had anything get stuck in 19 just yet. And I can tell this is the first time I've been in the John Deere since I restarted the game, because every time we restart the game, GPS always switches this. I call it GPS, it's called guidance settings. It always turns that back on. What do we got on here? The fertilizer. I need to get that out of the way in case I need to get into the garage for anything. So, yep, this guy's going to come over here. I'm going to start compacting this just a little bit. I like to get it so right in the middle where it's got like a valley right now. I like to get that so it's kind of filled in. So I'm going to get this going for a little bit. It won't take me too long. I'll set course play on this guy. And then I'll meet you over at the rail yard field where we'll start harvesting some soybeans. Unless that price is going up, then I may have to change my mind what we're doing here. Soybeans. 16, 19. That price is still going up. So I may actually bring the harvester over. We may do the wheat fields first. All that's going in storage, so it doesn't matter the price on that. And we need to top off the pig. So I'll just bring it back in a little while and we'll take it from there. It seems like I don't have enough tractors once again. New Holland's plowing, John Deere's compacting. The truck is, well, I guess I could have used a truck, but I was expecting to have to unfill the combine harvester, so I had to use the case tractor to go get the loading wagon. Actually, I can turn that off for now. I have noticed, yes, field 8 ready for harvest. I got all the material for that. Is it worth 25 grand for me to harvest that? Sure. It's 28 grand. I go to put towards paying the loan, and with our harvester holding 100,000 liters, you know, it won't be that many bales of cotton. So this field right here needs lime. Of course it does. So what I'll do as well is I'll bring our cotton harvester up here, and he'll start harvesting that field. Now, the last time I did this for a contracting job, I did not get any extra money from the extra cotton that I delivered. So I'll have to see if I get it this time around. Yep, driving right over my straw. So the combine seems to be fine for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on down here. We got plenty of fuel. She's all good to go. So I'm going to bring this guy right on up to field number 8. Put him on a worker. With the speed that he goes, he should have no problem whatsoever doing that field in no time. Of course there would be traffic as I was coming around this corner. Right where the light posts are. Let's bring her right on over here. We'll give it about the first row. You know, it can figure itself out, I would assume. We just want to make sure we get it all, because hopefully we get any extra harvest that comes our way, maybe. So that's going to unfold, and the worker is just going to go right to town on that, I would hope. And he's got the header down. Alright, so now we have to worry about that. That'll be 28 grand. I love how the weeds are forming in this field. How's our plow doing? Hey, he's getting along. Meanwhile, let's see. That needs to be folded. That needs to be put in. This needs to be put away. It's not even dirty enough to even wash. Got that parked away just as our combine is saying, hey, we're almost full. I do have the updated header now. It's the same exact header we had. It's just that the files have been changed, so I'm hoping that they raise the header off the ground just a little bit so it doesn't grab too often, if at all. So this first trailer, we're going to feed the pigs with it once our combine figures out what he really wants to do there. So we got here in time, so it should be almost 60,000 liters. Well, I am not in your way. Alright, so you left a little crop there. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Early game, I would be going back saying, yeah, we'll get that. Of course, maybe I will. Sometimes I just can't help myself. Then, of course, like I said, with the straw, we'll top off the cows, the pigs, and the barn. Not the barn, but our storage barn, before we sell any. And that's why I may wait until tomorrow for a better price, because we are so close to paying off our loan. Our soybeans are going to help pay off the loan. We'll definitely be below 100 grand before midnight. That's for darn sure. And we're going to have a lot of straw to sell, I think, as well. Our John Deere has already compacted that to 41%. It seems like it's so much faster than when I did it. So we have about, was it 3,000 liters left in here? Yes, we do. 3,000 liters. I'm just going to put this right into the BGA. It'll be like $600 worth. But we should have no problem putting it into the bucket of this Massey Ferguson. Once again, if I can get the... Maybe if I zoom out, that'd be better. There, if I zoom out, I can actually see what I'm doing. Bunker silo is empty. So there's an extra $600 we'll get at midnight, which almost pays for our loan, actually. I'm glad the Massey Ferguson is here, because the John Deere, when I set up the quartz display, is going further than what I did, and he's spilling some chaff out onto the BGA platform, which we can pick up later. Our plow's doing well. Our New Holland, New Holland. I'm so used to having a New Holland harvester. Our Ideal harvester is going on well. The price of soybeans, now the best price, well, end up being still at the ranch at $16.33. So that's we'll be selling it. So hopefully we get a good amount. I forgot how much we got that field. I think we get almost a full combine, but that was of canola. So soybeans gonna be a little bit different. So if we get like somewhere around 40,000 liters out of that field, that'd be great, because that'd be like 60 grand, which is half of our loan. Any chance the price of straw is going up? Actually, the price of straw is going down. So yeah, we'll just collect enough. Well, we'll collect until we can top off our cows, pigs, and our little storage area, and what we can. As I saw, we do need to put lime in this field, and I'll be wondering, usually these fields are somewhat in sequence, but we'll see. We shall see. How's this guy doing? Hey, he's only got 16,000 liters in it so far, but he's getting along. Of course, he can't quite do the edge because of the building there, but I can always go back and get that myself. But we're getting paid 28 grand, and I don't know if we'll get paid extra or not, but we will see. Hopefully by the time we're done, this guy should be done. And who are we kidding? We're right here. Of course I'm going to come back and get this little piece. But you already knew that, right? Well, since everyone's on a working job, I figured I might as well be working too. I mean, what good of a farm manager am I if I'm not doing some work myself once in a while? So, case tractor sitting there with the loading wagon ready to go. I said, well, we can start loading up some straw. Maybe get all the straw off this field so we can at least spread some lime on it. Our fields down by the chickens as well, the chicken farm, if we will, is also ready for harvest. But that'll be, we'll get it the next in-game day. As you all know, I really don't like recording at night because, well, it's not much fun to watch night work unless somehow you make it really exciting, and I can't do that. I'm not talented. But we're picking up some straw. We still got like another 45 minutes of really good daylight here. We should be able to get done, hopefully, what I want to get done. During the video anyways. As for seeding, the New Holland will be busy seeding later on. Obviously the cornfield, like I said, and then the rail yard field will get done as well. I expect, like I said, to put canola in there just to stockpile some food for the pigs. I know we haven't checked on the pigs in a while. I think last time I checked it was, what, 33 pigs per? I'm pretty sure there might be up around, 36 by now. So I think we ended last episode somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning. It's been 12 hours, so yeah. If we were at 33, then probably at 35, getting close to 36. I forgot what they were at. But I think they're reproducing now every 5 hours. It's insane. And I said it before, I didn't think when I put the pig pen down, I said, I don't think I'll ever get enough pigs in there to where we sell enough to actually make a decent profit on there. Hey, I'm full of straw. But turns out I was wrong because we're going to get a lot of pigs fast. I don't expect the pigs and the cows to take too much straw, but, we got the straw here. We might as well top them off. While we're here, this field needs nothing. This field's ready to go. But this field is probably going to be the sugar beet field. That's right, I said it. Sugar beet. Am I not in the trigger? There we are. Actually, they do take quite an amount. Yep, so we're at 36 pigs. Another hour, we get another one. Wow, the reproduction rate's almost down to 4 hours. Straw, they take 43,000 liters. 43. And I gotta remind myself I need to get some more wool pallets. As you can see, those 10,000 liter ones a piece are pretty much getting topped off. Alright, now for the cows. Let's see how much they want today. And I realized I still got the narrow tires on. Yeah, the cows don't require that much straw, it seemed like. I still have the narrow tires on the case tractor, so I'm going to drop off this straw and put some bigger tires on this tractor. If we're going to be hauling 90,000 liters of straw around, I think we're going to want bigger tires than what we got. I kind of need to check on the John Deere to see how that's doing as well. Okay, he's pushing some out. I think it's the Massey Ferguson to push that back in. And we'll get it all compacted the rest of the way ourselves. But as long as he does most of it, which he will, I'm more than happy with it. I didn't quite get to the harvester in time. I won't be able to completely unload them, but I'll take most of it. Like half. And we'll go down and feed the pigs. Then we can start putting some in storage for them. I wonder, you should be able to finish the field, I would assume, sir. And I don't know how much they had, but I think they will take at least, I think what to fill them up would be like, what, 90 grand? Which is what this trailer holds, but obviously they had some food in there. Where are they? Wow, they're up, well, almost 130,000 liters they take. But then again, like I said, I haven't really found anywhere, I haven't looked too hard of how long when it's full, how long that'll last the animals for. So I'm not quite sure. But we'll just say right now they require 150,000 liters because they're going to produce more. I think if we had a full pen, it would be just a lot. We'll just say a lot. I think we'll park the truck up here. And when the combine gets done, whether it's down there or up here, I got to drive it up this way anyways, right? So we'll park this over here for now. Actually, we'll park it on this field over here. Just get it out of the way. How are you doing, sir? 81%. So I'm going to go back to, where am I? Picking up some straw. This might be the last load I pick up for the evening because I don't think our barn's going to be able to take much more at all. I did end up changing tires on the case with wide tires with weights. No cost because we've bought them before. Our barn is full of straw, so we should have 250,000 liters in the barn. So the rest of the straw will be sold at some point. Obviously not now because the price is dropping. The price was kind of blah to begin with. So it's going to have to sit here probably overnight. Right there is good. Good. This worker is almost done. So what I'm going to do is, this worker is done. If I can hit the right button to start the engine. We'll unload him into the truck. And we'll bring him over to the rail yard ASAP and get going on that because, well, you know, I don't want to be working too late into the evening. But I do want to get that soybean harvested and sold today so we can lower the loan a little. It's not going to quite get us there. I don't think so. I mean, I would have to harvest probably 80,000 liters of soy out of that field, and I don't think that's going to happen. Actually, that guy's completed his task. Well, I'm going to get him sowing right away. I do have to take the header off because I can't get across the railroad tracks with the header on there. It seems like all of a sudden that even though I bought an extra tractor, it's almost like I don't have enough hands on deck right now to keep up with everything. Oh wow, that really, the plowing, to plow that field, that really took a toll on the T8. Looking at the repair, it's almost down, it's a little bit below half, so it really took a toll on the tractor. Kind of at its limits, maybe actually a little bit over its limits, even though the store page says it needs this much horsepower and we got 15 more than it requires. I never quite understood the store, well, I understand the store page, but sometimes they'll say, oh, you need, the implement will say, you need this much horsepower. It's like, I don't have that much. It's like, well, we'll try it. And then you go try it, and it pulls it along so easily, and it's like, oh, that's not a problem, uphill or downhill. So that's why I tried it with the plow and the new haul, and it's like, oh, well, we're over, so are we going to be okay? And it sort of is, but it sort of isn't. There we go. Let's not run into the wall. I was too busy reading what the seed row is already on. So it looks like I planted the cornfield. That was the last thing I did, and now here we are planting it again. But the thing with the corn is we're not waiting until it's ready for harvest. We're waiting until it's in the last growth stage. That's when we do it. So we are topped off with seed and fertilizer for the most part. Not quite with seed, because I kind of remember when I was filling it up, I ran out of cash when I was topping it off. So the New Holland is definitely not going to have a problem hauling that. So where am I at? So how is this guy doing? Did you drop? So he's at 80,000 liters. I would assume there is not a loaf of bread on the field anywhere yet. So we will get paid 28 grand from this. So yeah, we really need to see how much of our loan can we pay off this evening. So let me get over to the rail yard field. And actually I think I can do the harvesting myself. I have spent pretty close to 4 grand in labor fees so far this evening. Been hiring help everywhere, but you know, I'm only one farmer. But I think I can do the harvest myself because there's nothing I could really do at this point. I can't even spread lime in that field because of the straw still on there. So those fields are going to have to wait until morning. Like I said, what I want to finish today, maybe not in the episode, but I will finish in the in-game day, is have the New Holland put corn in the field, which it already is, and then have them come over here, and I will plant, like I said, I think I want to put canola over here. But I actually may put sunflower and put canola in the field that needs lime for the pigs. Kind of keep up with the pigs right now. I got to keep up with the pigs because, well, they just keep requiring more and more food. Alright, let's fold that up. This is soybean, so there's going to be no straw from this at all. So let's have a little bit of a time lapse as we harvest some soybean, and let's hope for a really, really good number. 40,000 liters would be just fantastic, I think. Down to the last strip, and as you can see, we easily hit 40,000. Matter of fact, we're over 47, so we'll just say 47,500 liters into the tank. And I will say a special thanks to Giants for editing the 45-foot header, because it didn't slow me down anywhere, it didn't catch anywhere. Nope, up. Unfold, then down, unhook. We will drive over here, put this out, turn the engine off, we'll leave the beacon on. I need to go over here because I kind of forgot to empty out the truck, which oddly enough has 90,000 liters in it exactly. That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to go empty out the truck. And then I need to bring it over. And I'm going to probably also take care of the John Deere because I'm pretty sure that chaff is done compacting. I'll have to pick it up. I'll probably compact it just a little bit more and wrap it up. Get that fermenting so it'll be ready in the morning. Never know what the price of silage will be at the barn. Probably not that well since we just sold 200, 200 million. 2 million liters of it. So give me just a few moments to take care of some things around here, and I'll see you in a minute. The John Deere is situated. The silo is covered and fermenting as we speak. I took a little bit of the chaff that was over the edges and put it in there, and everything got covered. But I'm still kind of baffled, though. I'll have to go back and look at the video. When I emptied this combine, was the combine completely empty? Because we filled the trailer to wasn't it exactly 90,000 liters of wheat in this trailer when I went to dump it? Just seems weird. Anywho, we're off to the ranch. I just checked the price to make sure the best price was still at the ranch, and it is. So we're going to go ahead and sell this. Before I pay off some of the loan, though, I got to remind myself to buy some wool pallets. I think it'll cost me like $1,200, maybe it's somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500 for 4 more pallets. But the price of wool right now sucks, so I'm not going to go and sell that just to get my pallets. It's better off that I go buy some new ones, and it's good to have that many in stock anyways, because we're still going to get more and more sheep. The pen is not, I think it's almost like 3/4 full. So there's going to make more the more sheep we get, obviously. The New Holland is still seeding the corn in that field. He'll come over here and seed this field. I haven't checked the stat page, though, to see if this field needs anything. But now we get to watch the money go up. Somewhere around 70,000, I think, is what we'll get. Actually, 77,000, which is great. And we're going to get 28,000 from doing the contract. And I don't know if I'll get any extra from delivering it, because when I did that job a long time ago, the episode that never quite aired, I didn't get no money from the extra money from doing the contract like you would when you do a regular harvest. But I needed to go drop off this trailer. I probably need to go pick up the bale wool trailer. So I'll see you in a little while. Well, I did see one huge marshmallow in the field, and there it is. Now I hope I don't get charged for running over someone's crops. Actually, I'm not destroying the crops. Interesting. On my field, the crops will be destroyed, but on someone else's field they're not, even though I got crop destruction on. So this is our beautiful trailer that we really haven't got a chance to use because our combines, can fit so much cotton into it, so I haven't really need to use it yet. Opening operation. Is that going to be close enough? It is close enough. So there's 100,000 liters. So now we just need to wait for our harvester to finish up the job. Actually, no, you have not completed your task. I want to meet him up here because I want to get the crops that are over here as well. Because if we do get the extra, I want every penny that we can get. Because our loan is, what's the magic number here? 130. Well, I'm not going to get another $70,000. I do not believe. Wait, maybe, no, it was this harvester. Oh, yeah, he pretty much got everything. But I'll meet you up at the building where you didn't quite get it all. I am going to get this stuff on the edge of the field here. So I'll see you in just a bit. So this field yielded 155,000 liters of cotton. Now I do believe it was fertilized twice by us. I wonder if it needs to be plowed. Well, it doesn't need to be plowed either. It doesn't need lime, so it might have been a good yield. I can see now, though, that our rail yard field needs lime as well. What a funky pattern for weeds. Yeah, whatever. So, probably the last thing that's done tonight is the New Holland will finish seeding that field right over there. I don't have access to this land. Well, I'm working on this guy's land, and I own that land over there, so I would assume I would have access to both pieces of property. Let's spit this out. I'm going to load it up, bring it on down, and see if I actually get anything with the extra crop. Now, like I said, I did this like in episode 15, which was kind of a, well, anyways, never, it happened, but it didn't happen. A full harvester. There we go. The cookie monster is eating its cookie. So on down to the sell point, and hopefully we get the extra harvest along with the 28,000, and we'll pay off a good chunk of our loan after I buy the wool pellets. Alright, so 155,000 liters of cotton is being delivered. Now the question is, do I get any cash for this? Yep, I didn't get no cash whatsoever. But we did finish the contract. I mean, so it's 28,000, so I think I kind of mentioned this in the episode, didn't happen, but yeah, doing cotton fields to get the extra harvest doesn't quite happen. It's kind of unfortunate. Actually, it's 25,000 for the mission. That's fine. Contract, whatever. So it brings us to 80,000. Turn off all the lights. I am going to go into the store. Pallets are here. Wool pallets reusable. Right? Yes, wool pallets reusable. And so it's $3.50 a piece, which is not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we need. And now I'll go in here and we repay off most of our loans. So now we just owe $45,000. We didn't do much today, but we did bring in, I guess, 95,000 so far. Obviously, that's from harvest income and the contract. So the 45,000, can we make it up tomorrow? Sure. We got eggs to sell. We got wool to sell. And of course, we have a lot of straw that we're going to have, but the price is slowly going down. So we'll have to see what's up with that. We also have silage that we could sell, but you know, that price, last episode, I think we saw it down to 100 and something. It tanked out at 177. It went up a little bit. You know, I don't want to sell it until at least get to around 320-ish. So it'll have to go up quite a bit in the next episode, I think, to sell that. But we'll see if we can pay off our loan. Of course, at midnight, I'm going to lose 10 grand because of the horses, which these horses got 3 more days. So tomorrow will be another 2 more days. Oh, yeah, they need some water. They need some water. But they're doing good. And obviously the pigs are doing, looks like we just got some more pigs because 37. And next animal 4 hours, 15 minutes. And that's how long it takes them to reproduce. Yeah, they're coming fast and furious. I'm going to have to start looking into animal trailers. The way they're reproducing, I mean, it only holds 300, yeah, 300,000. They only hold 300 pigs. So that's like roughly what, 70, it's not even, yes, 75 pigs per color. And you're thinking, well, you're still ways off. We only started with 9 a few episodes ago. We're already up to 37. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time on Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.